Okay, hey. Is this working? Yeah, okay, cool. Hi, everyone. Video games. So yeah, welcome to an impromptu fight for 4th seed between Aura and Carp. This will be a best of 3 in neutral glitchless. We've got the tournament coming up and seeding will close soon. Definitely myself, Zeddy and Kirby are going to be, myself, Zeddy and Jacko are going to be in the top 3 seeds. But then both Aura and Carp are just started this week and already have a high 11. But that literally means that there's nothing to put between them. And the top 4 seeds will get a bye, so we need to figure out who's going to get a bye between them. So we're just having a fun little race. Nothing super serious, but it's just a bit of fun. And I'm here with PM. Oh, wait, crap. Sorry, it's not quite working. Let me change it. Okay, try now. Oh my god, why is it not? Okay, yeah, it works.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nice race. I'm pretty interested in this. Aura is, I think he's relatively new to the game. Just finished learning this week, and, Carbonato has been like 3 or 4 days, I guess, new to the... He's only been playing this category for about a few days or so, and already has like an 11, which is really, really nice, so... It's gonna be awesome, I think, this...
Yeah, for sure.
Fun thing.
Okay, I've added a gain to my microphone now. Hopefully people can hear me better. I'll definitely see if I can get audio balancing from the chat. Looking at the levels, audio balancing looks okay. Definitely would like people to tell me. But I think we'll get the runners going.
It's gonna be probably, I'd say, should be a close race, for sure. Both have been pretty active this week, playing in the Shadow server, so...
Okay, so they now should be off pretty eminently. Okay. Cool, and yeah, it's a best of 3, so we've got these emblems on screen right now. Carp forgetting to mash. But Carp's done like a couple runs, period. Aura's done like a handful. It's still single digits for all of them, maybe even between them it's single digits.
Fulfill this promise.
Yeah.
I'm also always pretty preoccupied with something else. I've got things going on. I didn't try to be complicated, I'm trying to get Kirby after me.
Right. Looking pretty good so far with Chaos Controller, Zero Gauge. Both put out the fire at the start, which is essential for this route.
I'm not seeing any point. It looks like I applied a game filter. I should be the same as PM. I'll raise it even further, so now it's here. How about that?
Great,
Okay,
Chaos
so the
Controller.
game.
Right time. Aura looks pretty good. Got the extension, so did Carbonato, so they'll be able to skip the ramp. Great. Oh, I got hit by the box. Yeah, the end of this level is one of the hardest parts of the game to get right consistently. There's so much going on. Explosions and
Once I find
bombs everywhere.
I'll find the truth.
So yeah, we're not getting the greatest time there. Carp is going to be ahead by 5 seconds coming out of this. Don't have pacekeeping for this right now, but that's fine. It's a really short run. I'm sure we can manage.
Yeah, if you're like at 135 or under, It's not the end of the world if you're like in the 130 range. For these that these players what they're capable of, but West Helpless is always it's very like it's never consistent as you want it to be, so it's not a really big deal.
I don't remember this place.
Ooh, or missed up the jump a little bit. It's fine though, it's not gonna waste too much time.
Damn, not here.
Damn, that's a shame.
This place.
Here we want this, yeah.
Okay.
Here runners either choose the egg vacuum or the Omochao gun for this route that we do in Glyphic Canyon. But for this specific route, the Omochao gun is probably not the best. Some people like it, but if you have the egg vacuum, you can just don't have to worry about aiming. You can just suck up all the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And since this is like a pretty straightaway level where you have to go fast, you don't really want to be aiming too much. There's not a lot of opportunity to stop and go, so the egg vacuum really fits the level better for this route. And coming up to the slope jump. Ooh, gets it, nice. That's probably the hardest trick in this stage.
Creatures are after the Chaos Emerald I found here in these ruins. You can't let them have it.
Oh, where is opting not
Make
to
sure
do
the
it?
boulders swept up in the whirlwind don't hit you.
It's fine. Hey, we're losing a little bit of time compared to Carp.
Hold your position. Ah! The pillar's rolling this way. Help! We're being sucked in. Behold the ultimate power. More gun soldiers, huh? Looks like things are heating up.
Yeah, looks like the end stage is going pretty cleanly for both players.
See, 3:32 coming out of the Carpnado. That's a pretty solid time. Considering obviously these guys have 11s, they're probably not quite yet fighting for 10s. They're looking to like lower their 11s. This is pretty solid out of like 2 out of the 8 splits already.
Yeah, under 2 minutes for Glyphic Canyon is
I
definitely good.
take orders from
for
no one.
Carpnado.
I do as I decide.
Never a problem with that. $2.19 is okay, but it's 20 seconds there.
I know this place.
In Neutral Glitchless, we do the Dark Mission in Prison Island, which a lot of people find this stage to be pretty fun. It's definitely the harder mission out of all the 3, I think, though, in Prison Island, so... problem with the weapons there. But, you have to destroy 40 gun soldiers, and there's only 41 total, so you only have 1 backup enemy if you miss one. It's the gold beetle, which sometimes can be pretty tricky to attack and actually hit the enemy, so you really can't afford to miss anything here. Oh, that's interesting, I didn't see that before. Using a cannon to get... Yeah, once we have Dark Shadow, we can just run on the Toxic River and get him limited ammo and invincibility, so it's a big part of the loot for the stage, just to be able to run through all this, skip using the air sauce. And 148 for Mora is pretty good. Not bad at all. He saved some 11 seconds on Carpenter here.
Try to retaliate.
So I got some time back, I guess. Then he lost him with the canyon.
Let's see, yeah, only 15 seconds here. It's still pretty close. Sorry, I've not really been paying attention. Okay, looking at the Doom, definitely a sub 30 time is what they're going to be doing for us. There's not really too much change. I'm actually really looking forward for the Heavy Dog, because I know Aura has since developed his Heavy Dog with my tutorial. He showed me an IL time he got over 21. I'm not quite sure how Cobb's been doing on that regard. I think he posted a notepad file of all of his IL times, and it had like a 30 on it, I think. But that was also before I put the tutorial out, so I'm really interested in that. So, Carp actually using the cumulative timer in the last place, I couldn't tell what time this was for the stage. Aura's getting a 35, which is great. 31 for Carp, okay.
Not too much. 4 seconds. It's not a big deal, I guess.
I'm glad that
You're
you're
not going to lose too much time in the Doom compared to another player, unless like you like miss 2 of the fires, then you're in trouble. I think.
Perfect.
You can always heal one of the gun soldiers too, so nice. Following the tutorial with the first hit of Heavy Dog.
This is Heavy Dog. Target has been sighted. Proceeding to engage and neutralize.
Now go. Bring swift judgment upon these heroes for their trespass.
Got hit, that's okay though. He's in good position to hit the cockpit.
Mantis platoon Heavy Dog to HQ. Come in. Requesting emergency assistance in eliminating targets.
Yeah, this part of the root attack is sometimes hard to dodge, but the cockpit's like right there for us, so yeah,
Fuselage. We're losing.
pretty fast. That point to beat the boss. Just have to mash the button. 28 is pretty good. Nothing wrong with the 28.
How dare you
Heavy Dog.
harm Maria, disgusting humans, out of my sight.
39 isn't really what you want to see, but now it's gonna be like pretty close in time, total time so far.
Shadow! We're in big trouble! The black creatures are after the president's escape pod!
So yeah, and hero mission for
Save the president!
this route we do the hero mission in air fleets.
Try to get up!
There's just beat all the black arms enemies. There's no backups here either. I don't think there's no backups period, so you have to destroy every enemy in a chaos control release. You're basically locked in for what you win if you use chaos control because those enemies give you hero gauge points, so there's not really any room for like a route deviation for players at all. So it's a restrictive stage in that regard, but there's a lot of cool door checks and stuff you can do to go fast in this stage, so it's still a really fun stage.
Damn, these are tied. Well, okay, always time is a few seconds ahead, but they're exactly the same point that RTA said. This is really crazy.
Yeah.
So we have to see as soon as anyone makes a mistake. So I know they're going to try and do the extended chaos control now. So they're going to cancel the first one here. Okay. Neither of them quite got it.
Our soldiers have left
Okay.
that leads upward.
We're like a swarm of bees!
Oh wow, Cobb taking the light dash, so he's speeding down here. But he didn't get the door tech because he was going too fast.
A little more!
Yes, or do the same thing with the head dash.
Okay, so because of Aura's time being ahead slightly, they're totally RGT synced now. I wasn't able to watch the Heavy Dog, but I presume that's where the time was saved.
Yeah, you save like 11 seconds now.
Let's go. That's my tutorial, I'll watch it. Okay, yeah, Aura really doing a good job in the end of this air fleet.
Yeah, Pretty good airframe, yeah.
You got him?
207 is it's great.
I'm not gonna let them get away with any more of their plans.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the one thing that's bad about the race timer. Like, you can't see the in-game timer level progress as you're playing. So 217, okay. Not bad, but that's another 10 seconds. Carp slowly losing time that he had gained in the first few stages.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward while grinding.
And that's a nice rail switch from the rail.
If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
Lava Shelter will do the Dark Mission, which is activate the volcanic defense systems. There's 5. It's another stage where there's not really too much. You can't have too much room to route deviation. It's pretty much the same route people are going to be doing. Just getting chaos control along the way, and then shooting the systems with the Shroud, which is like a really strong weapon. It's the strongest in the game.
The second machine is up and running. Don't you worry. Even with the rise in magma level, you can still get through. You're going to need the walls to get past here.
Oh wow, okay, lava shoulder time. These races sure do go by quickly. It's a good thing we have 3 of them. Well, up to 3 of them.
Yeah, this is a relatively short category. The 5 main categories are all short in this game.
I don't know how, but oh no, whoa, Carb, that was crazy. Yeah, the actually RTA difference between, well, the RTA difference between these guys is 8 seconds now for whatever reason. But Aura has definitely got a lead here. And he goes all the way, and that's a 147. That's really, really solid.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The doctor knows the truth about my existence. Nobody lays a hand on him except me.
You did very well. I'll turn both of you
Yeah,
into
never
scrap
gone
with my
crap and
latest
shit. Oh,
and
no.
greatest invention.
Oh, that's a nice strategy.
Oh wow, so this is so I don't know if Aura's been able to brush up on his egg dealer, but the last time he was doing runs, it was the bosses that he wasn't very good at. He's now fixed his heavy dog. I don't know if he's improved his egg dealer. So what I'm actually going to do is just like try and give him some tips, so he'll then watch this back. And I can do the same for Carp. So, okay, yeah. So we've got the guy moving in the right direction. Oh no, okay, no, this is bad. He's gonna, no, okay, he's not gonna move. Okay, let's get these 3 buttons, and it's a bomb. Let's go. So yeah, we can wait and hit and shoot him with this 19 times. That's pretty obvious. I'm sure he's gonna do this. Oh no, he was too close. Yeah, so that's the thing about that. If you're like at all very close, it's very silly, like how close, or how far away you have to be for it to actually hit Tagman. And then Aura needs to work on his RNG right now because he's getting one of the worst possible patterns. So now he is confirmed to get Shadow Rifle, but he's left the Egg Dealer in a really strange position right now. I don't know how he's going to handle this. So obviously he's going to be able to get to half health here, but then he's going to want to continue playing and hit these buttons. Yeah, this isn't going to work.
The Carp here is going for the Meg Bazooka route. Nice.
Oh wow.
Shoot, dude, shoot. His gun it's so powerful. If you just have the boss stop, you can deal so much damage.
I've never seen this before. Okay. Carp has 1.6 seconds. Okay, it is a small loss.
Sorry, Doctor.
Okay, that
This
did
is the
do
end
quite a
for
bit of
you.
damage.
Stop the boss. You gotta. Yeah, this works, but just stopping the boss and then shooting is faster.
Wow.
Perfect.
Wow.
So, or takes game 1, I guess. Yeah.
Just by 12 seconds. Wow, that was a lot of stuff going on there. So that Or takes game 1.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice race. They both had different stages they did worse than each other on, so that's interesting, I guess.
And 12 seconds is about the exact PB difference between these guys. It's 11:42 versus 11:55.
Yeah, the egg bazooka is like, there's 3 egg dealers in this game, 3 different versions of the boss. The egg bazooka is the best weapon for the dark boss after Black Comet, because it's closer to the boss, but like, if you're a single segment and you're just trying to beat the boss fast, like, there's no problem like doing it for this boss too, since the gun is farther away compared to the dark version of the boss. Yeah, and it's slower than the egg pistol, but it's still like for a single segment, it's a really good weapon. Just give it a try. No matter what. And you can also you can do some strafe stopping as you run to kind of make it easier to aim. You can shoot the ground with the weapon and it still hits the boss. You can actually get good at doing that. You don't even have to stop the boss. So if you can, the skill ceiling with that weapon is pretty high. So something to decide on, I guess. Could make a difference in these races.
Okay, I've been trying to get a status report from Asgore Kirby to see if they can take over for me. It's not looking promising. Okay, that's Aura's time, so we can see that it worked properly. Sometimes it's off by 0.01 for whatever reason. I don't think it's ever off for anything greater than that.
Yeah, it should always be the same time every time. 12, 12 minutes flat.
Okay, it looks like I'm sticking to comms for one more race.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay, it looks like both people are already on the screen. Yep. Okay, let's see how this goes.
We're back at it again. So Westopolis didn't really make a difference that much in the last race outcome. And I think they were 4 seconds
Time
apart.
to go and fulfill this promise.
So let's see how it turns out this time.
Okay, then no game here. So we had the best of 3 with Tethys and Underground, but this is the first like kind of high level usual just top best of 3
Behold the ultimate power.
in this kind of scenario. I know there's been like some races at GDQs with just kind of like done 2 races basically, and it's always been Teddy winning them. I don't know if you'd be able to call that a best of 3. I'm not sure what would have done if he had lost. Probably just moved on with it. So I'm not sure that that counts as a best of 3. So I'm not sure how many of these have been done before between the community members.
I'm sure probably like in the mid 2010s, I guess, like with Speedruns Live, when a lot of people were doing it then. I guess then there were a lot of races I know for a lot of games, so
so we have even worse Westopolis times from these guys. It was a 137 versus 132 last time.
Once I
We've
find all of
tanked
the emeralds,
4 and 5 seconds respectively to those.
yeah, they're 4 seconds apart again, yeah.
Well, I know Aura has been in a Team tournament. PM, you were in that tournament too. And you just got Seagate at the start, which is like a horribly volatile stage, and it's the first one.
Yeah, it's like the hardest stage to optimize.
Yeah, we might be in this situation here.
So Aura died at the beginning here at Glyphic Canyon in the last race. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Oh no, Carpnado died this time.
Carp's turn.
Hey, Shadow. You saw him too, didn't you? Those black creatures floating around here? Time to clean house and do a little exterminating. Not as coming to try going. You can get up there and just jump as high as you can.
Enemy sighted. Here, commencing attack plan B.
Okay, so Carp's not far away. It's fine. We've still got this. Carp did have the 4-second lead coming out of Westopolis that he's used to full effect.
Yeah, it's even now. Yes.
That was very strange for Aura. He was definitely in a situation there that the light dash could have ruined him, because this light dash can actually kill you. I've definitely found that the consistent way is to start it at the very start of the light dash. Like, don't try and land a little bit down it. You need to start from square one, and it will work. But Carpet is going to do this again, and he started in a good position, finished in a good position. He didn't do the homing attack straight to it, but that was solid. And Aura, I didn't catch what was doing, but I assume he would have ran all the way around, considering the state of affairs. Yeah. Cool.
We did that the first race too, so just going for something consistent, I guess. Oh no! Oh, that's a terrible death to take. Oh.
Man.
Yeah, you can't. You don't have chaos control anymore. You have to play the rest of the stage.
Yeah, it's not that much of stage to go, but the issue is how slow the stage is. For example, this you fall at like moon gravity. It's horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just this game though, it's like sometimes it can be slippery, and then the point rooting you can't afford to take a death, and sometimes it's so easy to take a death, and then just
Touch the jewel directly.
I take orders from no one.
Oh
I do
no.
as I
Yeah, definitely one thing, considering it's such a short category, is any deaths are like pretty race ruining, and that is one like a key reason that we have best of threes, as well as it being, well, just nicely fitting into the hour. So yeah, but Carp, having lost game one, can't really afford to do this very much. He's down 37 seconds now.
I know this
I believe
place.
that is.
Still, but it's gonna be harder.
Yeah, he can, with like very good gameplay, like overcome that deficit.
What's a top secret disk? Hey, there was another port. Whee! I think you can jump in midair in the middle of another jump, even if it's only a little.
Okay, damn, all we're getting the really nice snip there. I really struggled to do that. He jumped over the fruit there. You're really supposed to be doing a shot there so you can get everything. He's discovered that he's actually missed something.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, did he miss this enemy? Oh
I
my
did.
god, what? But it certainly hit. No, or
Sometimes
just
this does not lock onto the enemy.
or just stand still. If you just wait for him to like rise, then you could just shoot him while standing.
Well, there's like 15 seconds for Clark Nato.
Yeah, that's what Carp needed. So their timers are synced, but the gap certainly is not 37 seconds anymore. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh my God, no! Aura has run out of bullets already. So he's now going to have a makeshift gun for the rest of this. Carp could end up, but oh god. Carp has to.
Crazy. Both players.
Yeah, Carp has to make sure that he doesn't fall into a similar situation. He has more bullets. Okay, yeah, he's fine on bullets, but that's certainly more time. That what are you doing?
Gonna get Chaos Blast.
Oh. Yeah, Aura is really not that far ahead anymore. And this is excellent movement here from Carp. Look, he needs to hit this guy. Oh no! It took so long to hit him that he didn't have much time to prepare a light dash. Okay, 6. Oh, and interesting. Okay, 6:16. Okay, and we're looking at only a 10-second deficit now. It's all turned around.
Now let's see the humans.
And Carp
try
is going
their
to be thinking that he lost so much time, but no, he probably gained. Well, he did gain. 28 seconds.
Hmm. 230 versus 202. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Guess we'll see how Heavy Dog or even the Doom goes this time. The Doom, like, it can be a problem if you miss fire one or two of them. Looking okay so far.
Okay, so Aura lost some time in this stage compared to Carp last time. So let's see how this goes. This is going better. Okay, yeah, this is going to be about the time that Carp is getting. So Carp needs to play well. There's not going to be any time on the table for him here, really.
Maria,
It's looking fine.
I'm
yeah.
glad that you're safe.
Oh no, Carp. Carp. Okay, so a little bit of
It's
time loss.
close. Sometimes if you go too far back there in that room, like, you're gonna take a different path with Chaos Control. So that was pretty close to not going to the goal ring.
Okay, and now huge split, Heavy Dog. If there's another 11 seconds win here in Aura's favor, and he is using my strategy, so
Yeah, this is a nice strategy.
so let's see. This is going perfectly so far. So now he's going to get this gun. Didn't get the animation cancel, but this should be fine. Picks up the second weapon here, and the third one drops right in front of him. And the time is
Really fast.
like a low 14, so he needs to jump like now. Okay, yeah, this is
It's
perfect.
really good.
Oh, this is getting a little away, but we got it. Okay, and what is Carp doing? It looks like, yeah, Carp was still doing his own strats here. So let's see how this goes. And you're definitely not really supposed to be
How
jumping there. I
dare
don't
you
think.
harm Maria?
Yeah, that's like Aura was gonna get like an
Out
18-second
of my
time, but
sight.
kind of slipped. But 23 is fine.
Yeah, 23 is just if 23 is like, oh, I lost some seconds, then we've made some big strides. Not sure what's going on now with the cop.
No rings. Be careful. No, you're fine. Yeah, he's fine.
27 seconds.
Shadow! We're in big trouble! The black creatures are after the president's escape pod! You've got to stop them and save the president!
36.
They're over here, too! No matter how many we they're
13 seconds.
Stop!
Compared to
To the
Aura.
wall during a triangle jump, you can run forward a little. You've only got about 2 seconds before you fall, though,
Okay, so Cop had his moment to gain everything back. He lost time in Split Canyon, or lost time in Prison Island, but Cop's lost time again in Heavy Dog. You can't really be having two big time loss splits like that. Oh wow, all was going so fast through here. He managed to get the door tag, which in that position saves like multiple seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, so far looks really good. Aura. Stage. Oh, he took. Okay, that doesn't use too much time.
Our soldiers have left a red pathway that leads upward.
Oh, this is just a strat. Oh, I've never noticed this before. You just wait for the door to open and then take the light dash. I've never seen that. I swear I've even seen the IR and I didn't see that, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That's so smart. No, cop!
Oh no!
Oh! Okay, that's game over. That's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, once that happens, like, sometimes you pray and it never happens to you, and then that happens, and you're good. Everyone now from then on just jumps really early. Not real.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to
just
be very
take it real
conservative
slow.
with that rail.
I actually recommend, like, not even jumping. You can just take the rail into the room and you're fine. You don't have to worry about jumping
I'm
off
not
like
gonna let
that.
them get away with any more of their plans.
Yeah. It's a huge loss. This stage,
I'll make you wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward while grinding.
Oh no. Oh, cop.
Eggman is inside here. If you have a
Okay,
need
this.
to confront him, then assist
Yeah.
me in my
This is just a Blair moment.
secret door detected as to the right.
Aura still just have to finish this. He is ultimately in Lava Shelter. And Lava Shelter is probably the stage that is most likely to have a catastrophic meltdown. Just because of like what can happen if you you don't fall off one of these walls in the area, like you fall to the bottom path, and then you just don't know what you're doing, and you just like die and go back to the start. However, it's at the same time it's also like one of the least likely places to have a huge meltdown.
yeah, this stage is dangerous next one, I'd say, but not really in the normal version of the stage as much. Because the lava is not really rising until you're past it in the stage, until you activate the generator. So there's not too much you can yeah, there's not too much, I guess.
The Shadow Android's standard armament includes some very relentless lock-on missiles.
This is looking like a pretty good lava shelter.
One more to go. I'm counting on you,
The ultimate power.
It was at the same time War got in the last race. They got 147 and 148. That's really good.
The doctor knows the truth about my existence. Nobody lays a hand on him except me.
You did very... I'll turn both of you into scrap with my latest and greatest invention.
Final target confirmed. Commencing combat.
Get ready for a real blast. It's time for missile fever.
This could be, what's Aura's best time? Is it 147? 1147?
1142.
This might beat it.
Oh, wow. With the slot reels by hitting the button on its brain.
Maybe. I'm looking good now.
No, not shadow fever. Death to all who oppose me. Now you've asked for it. Hey! No! My beautiful ring!
Not quite, but still a really good time. Okay.
You need some kind of weapon to strike at Eggman's cockpit.
What? No! This can't be!
There's Aura takes the second one. Wins the race.
Sorry, Doctor, but this
That
is
was
the
a nice
end
total
for you.
for it. And 12-minute time, so that's 24:04, I guess, total. Pretty solid.
Carp.
You know, getting a good lava shelter time too, that's not bad. So we'll see how Egg Dealer goes. It really stinks. There's 2 deaths in Glyphic Canyon. And Airfleet really cost them this race with Sharknado. Yeah, unfortunately, we got Dealer for this one. They're not looking good, but it's fine. Sometimes Egg Dealer can be a problem, but looks like we're about to finish. There we go. 1447. Not what Carpnado wanted, I'm sure, but it was really just those 2 deaths that really had an issue, but still a nice race. Apart from those mistakes, it was really close. So it looks like Aura gets 4th seed, and I guess Carp gets 5th seed, I guess. So Aura goes straight to winners quarterfinals for the tournament next week.
Okay, so I'm back
Yeah,
now.
good game both.
Yeah, GG's guys. So yeah, Carp put up a good challenge, but it is Aura who's taking it. It is a shame about how the run turned out for Carp in Airfleet, but that's gonna happen. This was still a very good race up until that point. And this definitely gets me quite excited for the actual tournament. This has been a nice preview. Like a serious preview. This is like even actually had somewhat of an effect on how the tournament would go out. So Aura you're going to be seeing him on like Friday or Saturday probably for winners quarters, as Carp is going to have to go to winners round 2. He'll play one of the 9th through 12th seeds.
Yep, this tournament should be pretty nice. Pretty interesting tournament. Got a lot of new players that joined, or at least players that don't have as much experience as some of the older players that have been around for a while. So it'll be really interesting to see how they do against like Blazin' Zeddy or Jacko, who have a lot of experience. Because this category is pretty short, and one mistake can really cause an issue for you. So there's definitely a lot of room for anything to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we going to do interviews with them, or?
Right. Sorry, I've still not been paying attention really. Let's see, Sharjah.
Hey, welcome, Worries, Carpnado.
Hey,
Hello.
hello.
Ah, GG's Aura. Yeah, that second race didn't go quite as
I thought my second race was going to go absolutely terribly too, but the second half is all right. I missed the one beetle in Prison Island, lost like 30 seconds and was really annoyed, but the rest was fine.
Yeah, I saw that because I had a death at the light dash part at the end of Glyphic Canyon, and I was like, oh no, I lost so much time, and then I saw that, and I was like, yes, time save.
Yeah, it pretty much brought it back to even, but like between those two mistakes, they cancelled each other out.
Yeah, unfortunate, and then it just sort of went down, down after that. Heavy Dog didn't go quite as well as I had practiced. Sorry, Drum.
Have you been doing using the tutorial?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the only reason that time is down from like 45 seconds, to be honest.
Dude, the drum tutorial strat is so OP for me. I got like what? I butchered it and got a 28 the first time. I got a 23 the second time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, your second Heavy Dog was really good. It looked like it was going to be like an 18. It looked like.
Yeah, I turned. I thought my shots weren't hitting him, so I turned, and then I started missing. Yeah, I was going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two
Honestly.
bosses.
Oh.
I practiced a bunch since my last PB, and like these two runs were both like fucking terrible, and they were like only like 20 seconds off.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say the heavy dog fight, like it's insane how good that tutorial was from Drum because before it was just, shooting in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
know what
just
I was trying to
mash
do.
homing attack, and then I get the rocket launcher, and then I mash B and pray.
Yeah. Although that's still how it feels for me, just a little bit more coordinated. But in Airfleet, God, I was practicing it earlier, and where you do the big spin before you do the chaos control, like I fell off there earlier in practice, and then I did the save in this race. I was like, no,
I
put
think
me
I
all
think
the way back to the start.
yeah, I think you don't have to jump on that rail. You can just take the rail into the room, and you don't have to worry about dying there. I think maybe that's a good idea for
I, f-
everyone.
I thought they were saying because of the speed that it gave you that you fell off the edge or something.
I think if you go really fast, you can die. I don't.
I don't
I
even
just like
really see
jumping.
that.
I think it's faster to do the jump, and if you're trying to hit the double chaos control, you need like every tenth you can to make that work. But I
Yeah,
missed it both times anyway, so I mean it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I'll just have to practice not jumping there then, I think.
Yeah,
yeah,
if you just don't do the last like X rail acceleration thing, you'll never die. I think if you do the like an extra one at the very end, that you can die.
yeah. You can
Very
definitely,
interesting.
if you're going too fast, like jumping is risky, but you could either just take it slower or like the IL videos for the stage, they don't jump off the rail at the end. They just take it into the room, so
Well,
that's fast too.
perfect time to learn that right before the tournament. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be trying to I was thinking of putting up something for Egg Dealer, but it's so hard because it's
Yeah.
you can't just like talk and do it. But so hopefully you should check out Blazing Zeddy's tutorial thingy that he did. That's like over an hour long, but it's a good watch anyway. But specifically for Egg Dealer, I think that's probably as good as it's gonna get.
I
Yeah.
did a bunch of egg dealer before this, and I still like it takes like I still can't even like try and focus on like where he is when I get the third hit. It already takes like all of my brain power to figure out like what
Yeah.
strat to do when I get whatever roll based on his health and stuff. I can't even like start to think about where I'm positioning him.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things you just need to put hours into it. Like for me, if ever I would just pick up the game and I would always start with Egg Dealer. I'd always start with like half an hour of Egg Dealer, and I would just slowly get better at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
egg dealer is just practice, but the 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 egg bazooka, I do recommend in that stage. But the problem is, like I was seeing with Carpnado, if you use it because the weapon where the weapon is positioned when it spawns, like the egg dealer is always going to turn away from you once you go get that weapon. So it's not easy to use it in this version of egg dealer, but I think overall, if you get good at it, it's worth going for compared to the other gun.
Yeah, I just couldn't get the mashing down, with the pistol in the tutorial, so
yeah.
I decided to try and do it that way. And it felt a bit better in ILs, I was getting close to sub 1 and stuff, but it just doesn't go that way in runs.
Yeah, I had a meltdown in the first egg dealer. I was actually on pace to PB if I got a good egg dealer in the first
Oh,
race, but
no.
I did not. I mean, my PB sucks. I don't really care. It's just kind of funny that I was on PB pace and egg dealer somehow. But yeah, egg dealer just kind of hard.
Yeah, it's like the one reason a lot of people don't like this category because you have to play egg
Yeah,
dealer.
it's a pretty valid reason, but there wasn't really such
Yeah.
thing as a good final boss in this game.
No, that's true. But yeah, no, GG's. That was a really fun best of 3, and really looking forward to races in the tourney. Hopefully, there's a rematch.
Yeah, let's get it. I mean, I think 4 versus 5 are seeded to play each other, right? Yeah.
We
Isn't that how that works?
we would do it like grouped random seeding, like how typically
Okay.
does. But that means it's
Okay.
still 1 in 4.
Well, it's still a good chance.
Yeah.
Or a decent chance. Or losers. So
Yeah, especially
maybe.
in losers. I'm also just really excited to see like you guys continue to play and get lower times, get lower into the 11s, maybe get into the 10s, because at this rate we're up to like 5 serious contenders to win the tournament. At least 5, because
Yeah.
People like Brandino, Big Mikey, anyone who's newly picking up a controller as well, if they just put the time in like you guys have, it can be a very wide open tournament.
Yeah, Carpino, when did you start playing this game? Actually, competing?
Like Monday.
Yeah, like look at that. Like you're already like really good. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't think I was going to grind it much because of Westopolis. Like that stage was awful. But like, I just kept going throughout some of the other stages, and I was like, no, this is kind
Yeah,
of.
you got to start learning with the other stages first. Man, my Westopolis is a fucking disaster in this thing.
Yeah, Westopolis is like the hardest stage to optimize or to even play consistently. So. But yeah, really good progress. It's really awesome to see.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, hopefully, my starting from Monday is inspiration to anyone in this tournament that, you can get fast in no time, but
Yeah, as far as I've heard, I don't think Gus has actually picked up a controller yet, so...
Yeah, and there's like still like 4 or 5 people who have yet to tap. Like quite a few people have practiced but don't have an actual PB for seeding. So there's a lot of people that are kind of just a total unknown.
I think now it's just Ori and Gus, but Ori's been playing, but Gus, I'm not sure it has been. And that's funny as well, because Gus was one of the first to sign up. He wasn't one of the like cluster of people that signed up at the end.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw this race in the 06 exhibition, I was just watching it and I was like, damn, it's so short. Like, I could probably learn that. And yeah, no, honestly, you can pick up this game so fast if you want to. I just spent like so long just grinding out all the ILs. Which
it's kind of crazy how simple it is compared to the other Sacer games. I feel like at least like neutral, like just like a single path speedrun was like so much shorter, and the mechanics are a lot easier to wrap your head around.
Yeah, and you can even just do pure neutral, like gold ring for everything.
Yeah, if you're really struggling, and then hero lava shelter.
Yeah, especially now that SX has come out, Shadow is like the most approachable Sacer game, I would say.
Yeah, it's not. This game is not really technically difficult. It's just, I guess a lot of people are turned off by how the game plays, like the movements. It's like the most common thing I hear people say, but it's a really fun game. And if you like the game, there's so much like content to play in this game. You can like do all these hundreds of different story route combinations, and there's expert mode, and you can do like runs without special weapons. Just like so much.
Yeah, they very kindly took all of the bosses out of expert mode.
I will say though, some of the stages I wish the guns would hit. Like that one beetle in Prison Island. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few. But no, it's a really fun game.
Yeah, another annoying one is in Egg Dealer. This happened to you, Aura, when you get the bomb for Eggman and then you just want to shoot 19 bullets into him, but then he moves so close to you that you just then shoot his side.
I don't have like a good spacing figured out for where I'm supposed to stand when he falls over, because I don't want to stand too far away. But
no, my spacing cues are to go as far away as possible, to like hold full back on the stick and then just kind of see what's up.
Yeah, you just want to get a lot of distance between you.
Yeah, like the safest point possible is actually really far away. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess he does take forever to stand back up again. I just didn't want to be so far away that I like fuck up the part afterward, which is way more important, I think.
Yeah, you should be able to get through the 19 bullets like in time.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, me too. I've just finished my GSA shift. I've been multitasking. I've not really been doing much commentary. I've definitely left PM to a lot of it. I would just go quiet for like 5 minutes on end.
Yeah, that's not a problem, yeah.
Let's go, Drum. The double restreaming and
yeah,
the commentary.
I'm really
So you
surprised
know
my
you've made
laptop's
it.
been able to handle it.
Yeah, the tournament should be awesome coming up. It's like I don't know, would you say it's like the first like really organized tournament for this game? You'd say? Because we had the expert mode tournament in 2022, which was it was organized, but like
Hmm.
I don't, there was not like a big lead up to it, you know, like in Shadow SX wasn't out, so there was like a small entrant list of 7 people.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is I mean, I know people will say like a major tournament versus a minor tournament. This could be the first like shadow major, I guess. 16 people is a lot.
mhm.
Yeah, excited to see the seedings, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the top 4 at this point is pretty much guaranteed, unless someone comes
Mm.
out and gets like a 10 tomorrow. So yeah, me, Zeddy, Jacko, and Aura. As for the rest of it, it's still definitely up in the air. I'm gonna probably try and ask for people's like list of IL times because I think like full game PBs isn't gonna be super reflective because people are mostly like gearing up with ILs rather than doing runs. I think right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was me before today, actually. I was just doing all the ILs. Finally, learned egg dealer so I could do a run.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't really optimized their PBs very much. I mean, mine is far from optimized for me too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I'm looking forward to that aura hitting a 10 in the tournament. That's definitely going to happen, especially strats you go for. Jesus.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's out of the realm of possibility once I get more consistent at the first few stages. I've like the last few stages I actually been playing on like 10 level for both races, honestly. I just suck at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carp managed to get the better Westopolis in both races. It was 132 to 137 and 137 to 141.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't quite remember your West Topless, the ending. Like once you get out of the last tunnel and it's like the straightaway with all the explosions and stuff to the gold ring. Like what route or like how are both of you playing that? I can't quite remember. Like do you go on the left side of the road or the right side?
Well, I couldn't do the strat that everyone else was doing, where they kept going straight. So like, I just took the light or tried to take the light dash at the end because it lines me up right at the goal ring.
Yeah, what were you doing, Aura?
I basically just like followed the light dashes, so like I wouldn't take them if I kept my speed, which I didn't either time. But I would hopefully hit the like run to the left where the 2 light dashes are on the left, and then go back to the right, and then
Okay.
like bounce off against the barricades. But I got hit at the very start both times, and if I get hit at the start, I genuinely have no idea what to do at that point. So I lost a million years.
Yeah, what I found to be consistent for me, I think, which would help is like if you take the very left path of the road and you just hug the wall, basically on the very left edge of the left path. There's like a light post. You run on the left side of the light post. You can just like basically take a straight line after you get out of the tunnel to the light post. If you're at a high enough speed, you'll run underneath the spawning enemies, and then you can just like take a diagonal line from the light post to like where that mound is before the gold ring. There's like a big mound with the 3 barricade things. You can just take like a straight line and like you dodge everything that way. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it.
I really need to experiment with that more,
Yeah.
especially when I do get hit like I did.
Yeah, that end of Westopolis is just terrible. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't mess up the Glyphic Canyon slope jump that everyone told me not to do.
I just said fuck it and didn't do it.
Thank God, I saved some time, after my death, considering.
Yeah, it does save it saves more. I don't know how much. I haven't actually timed it, but it's like it has to be like 7 or 8 seconds or something compared to not taking the slope jump.
It was like 5 or 6 for me. I think I set up the slope jump a little slowly, but I timed it right before this because I was curious because I was planning on not doing it, and I was like, 5 or 6 is a little too low for how much you lose if I fuck it up. So I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, because it's not like other Sonic games where you sort of just restart from checkpoint. You lose your chaos meter thing, and
Yeah, the checkpoint is right there. It's still like a fucking 40-second death anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where this game gets you. If you make a mistake, it's like you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, there's the chaos control route in every single stage, so you just can't afford to. Like, there's so many big deaths you can take because of that. Like, I'm so scared. Like, I mean, in Lava Shelter, you just have to take the hero route.
yeah,
But if you
yeah.
take
If
a
you
death
mess up
early,
there,
I'm not really sure what to do. Or if I fall down and don't get to grab the shadow rifle, I feel like I'm going to be completely screwed.
yeah, like right at the start, if you accidentally do an extra X press on that rail. I did that a few times. You just keep going forwards. It's like stop. Yeah. Thank you very much for being here for this race. No, it was really fun. And again, it's taught me that I definitely need to practice a lot of the later game. Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you to you guys. Carl for putting this time up and Aura for agreeing to this race. I'm definitely going to go and make dinner now. I'm pretty hungry.
Yes,
I need to eat dinner too.
I'm starving.
I'm gonna go sleep. See you later, people.
See ya.
See ya.
Good night, everyone.